Hello, y'all. This is Laurie with Laurie Resiliently Crafting. How y'all doing on this terrific Thursday? It is fabulous Thursday. How y'all doing? One more day to the weekend. Whoop, whoop. One more day to the weekend. And welcome to Crafting Souls event, hosted by Miss Petra with Soul Craft, and as Kathy Tatum with 12 Oaks Gardens and Creations. And I appreciate y'all so much for having me. But if you see this little red button right there, you caught me live. If not, just do hashtag replay and I'll get back to you as soon as Mr. FB lets me see you. So how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Welcome. And this Miss Nara. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, darling? How you doing? And just waiting on Miss Angela to finish up. She's just about done. We still got a couple more minutes. Hey, Cheryl. How you doing, beautiful? Hey, girl, hey, how you doing? Ooh, y'all, everything's been kind of crazy. My grandson is done with school until next year. Yay. They went ahead and, hey, Stacy, hey, welcome. And if any of y'all are new, if you would, please touch my nose and touch the buttons. It will give you the option to like, follow, turn on your notifications and all the things. Or you can do ! Notify. It will also turn on your notifications. So there's that. Hey, Petra. Hey, girl. Hey. I'm hoping I'm going to get my messages, my comments, because I'm not getting any of Miss Angela's comments at all. So hopefully it'll work for me. Maybe, because right now I'm seeing Stacy's watching. I know Stacy's watching, right? But anyway, so we got a lot to do, so we're going to get started. Today is recycling or a thrifted item. So we're going to repurpose something. Well, I've got this faux window. As you can tell, it looks like a window, but it's not. And they had it, when I bought it, like this. And I paid like $2 for it. But it's real wood, y'all. It's real wood. Got me sprinkle, girl. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. How you doing, darling? How you doing? Okay, let me get me pulled up over here. Because I like to make sure I got both devices going so that I can see all my comments. Hey, sweet Nara. How you doing, beautiful? Okay, but, yeah, like I said, they had it going this way, and I took it and using it horizontally because of what I'm doing with it. But it looks like it used to be a dark gray color, and somebody tried to spray paint it. And it's got runs and marks and all the things in it. So I am going to go over it with a light coat of the Dixie Belle drop cloth. Hey, Sherry. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? There's only one of you. I believe you, girl. I believe you. FB saying there's a bunch of you watching, though. We're going to use what's in the lid first. But like I said, I don't really care if I get full coverage on this because I want it to look old and rugged, you know? I want it to be one of those windows that you see that's been removed from a home or wherever, and it's just leaning up against something, and it's falling apart, you know, and all the rustic roughage is coming on it. I want it to look like that, y'all. So that's what we're going to do. So y'all ready for the weekend? My husband's home already. He's home already. You already turned out live notifications. Oh, okay. Somebody put in ! Notify, just letting you know you already on there, right? But sometimes, even though you got that on there, it doesn't work. So if you already have Telegram, I also have a Telegram page that you can go on there and as well. And I'm pretty good at it. Now, the last time I went live, I totally forgot. It just totally slipped my mind. Hey, Tina, how you doing, beautiful? Hubby's working on it right now, y'all. He's working on that she shed now. They got the walls up and they got the rafters for the roof up. But I told my husband, because he's got tore rotocuffs that have been that way for so long that they don't even want to do surgery, that if they do surgery, they would have to put in a whole new shoulder. So I told him, I said, you can't be doing that by yourself. You need to have help. So my son, not this weekend, but next weekend, as well as my grandson and his friend, are going to be out there helping him next weekend. This weekend, my grandson's going to his father's this weekend, so we decided to postpone it so we could have more than just two sets of arms, because those sheets of plywood are heavy jokers. They are heavy. Hey Pam Mead, how you doing, beautiful? And there's my daughter-in-law, Jasmine Luke. Hey girl. So I told him he does not need to be doing that by himself whatsoever. I don't need to have to make an extra emergency trip to the hospital because he's done torn something that he don't need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But he's already off. They finished up their semester last week. So this week he didn't have any students. He was just doing a bunch of paperwork and stuff like that with grades and stuff like that. And he said, I get off Thursday. He said, I think I'm going to leave a little early. And he did. So he gets today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday off, which is great. So it's supposed to start raining here tonight. It was supposed to show up last night, but it did not. So it says it's going to show up tonight and rain tonight and rain right on through till next Tuesday. So I'm hoping that it does rain since nobody's going to be working on the building. But it's a slow process. You know, I got to remember that my husband's just one man and he's doing most of it by himself. He does have a little bit of help with my grandson here and there. And he will be having my son help him. But that will be next weekend. But my son's been working every day, even the weekends, for the past 2 weeks. So he needs a break too. I'm doing okay. Hey, Lady T, how you doing, beautiful? Yes, up after me is Crafton. Just Crafton. I want to say just in Crafton, but it's not. It's just Crafton. He changed his page name for some reason. I don't remember what for, but he did that several months ago. And I still haven't got used to it yet. But we still got a really good lineup, y'all. So if you're got nothing going on today, stay in the group. Become part of the group. As soon as you go in there, there'll be somebody there to welcome you in. And you'll be able to catch all the creators today. Hey, Country Family Roots, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? And Miss Sandra, hey. Let me see if I'm missing any comments. Yeah, next after me is Justin. We're just in Crafton. Let me wipe my nose. Y'all know I come live and the side of my nose that I had the surgery on for the deviated septum just automatically goes to running. I don't get it. I really don't. So let's dry this real quick. Like I said, I'm not doing full coverage on this because I am going to make it look even more rustic than it already is. I want some of the white to come through. I want some of the old gray to come through. Yeah, we're going to make it look like it's been around for years and years and years. We're going to make it look ancient. Because I look kind of ancient at times. I don't know, last night I was hurting so bad I even opted out to not go to church last night. And that doesn't happen very often, but my neck, I don't know what they did when they did that last procedure on my neck. Ever since then, I don't know, I'll just turn my neck a certain way and it goes to hurting so bad, I can't stand it. And needless to say, like I told my husband, I said, I want to go. I said, but with my neck hurting like that is, I'm not going to even comprehend what you're talking about. So, I mean, I'm really wasting my time and yours. And he didn't even go into the lessons because we only had a couple people showed up. And the gentleman that lost his mama last week, and we had the funeral and all that I know I told y'all about when I was on, Monday, he lost his mama. Well, he started having heart complications. They took him to the regular hospital in town, and then they airlifted him to the heart center in Macon, Georgia. So, and they said his levels were really high, which indicated he was either having a heart attack or he had already had a heart attack. They wasn't sure, but they needed to go ahead and get in there and get that taken care of. I said, probably his mama passing away and the stress of everything that needs to come after a family member passes is brought that on, you know. It's a stressful thing. It really and truly is. Really and truly is. And then my daughter's best friend. Oh, okay, Lady P, that makes sense. Your allergies? Yeah. Oh, my allergies? Is that what it is? It probably is. And y'all, they said the high for today was 87. Well, I went to town. I had to get all my Easter stuff down at my booth and then put up some other stuff. That's why there's nothing behind me, because I took everything to the booth. And when I got in the car, it said it was 88 degrees. Well, while I was riding to Fixture, or where my booth is at, it had gotten up to 93. I said, oh my goodness. Hey Leslie, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for being here. I was like, I believe it. So just a normal temperature is 88, but when you're in the sun, it's 93. So it's pretty hot today here in South Georgia. It is, it is. And unfortunately, it's my granddaughter's last ball game. I'm like, of course, the hottest day of the year so far, and we got a ball game, right? I'm hoping I'll be able to go. I'm hoping. But anyway, I'd like to see her play her last game. But I can't, I've had heat stroke before, so it really and truly bothers me to be out in the heat. All right, so now we have to get the inside edges here. So let's do that real quick. Let's do that real quick. And then my daughter, her best friend, her drinking buddy, they've known each other for years. And they've been party buddies for years. Mandy went off with her last Friday. Well, her friend is an LPN and works in a nursing home. Well, one of her patients that she was tending to has COVID. Well, unbeknownst to her, come to find out, Miss Heather ended up with it too. Well, she didn't realize that she had it and had spent the day with my daughter, Mandy. Next thing we know, Mandy lets me know that they had sent Heather in the middle of the night, took her to the Valdosta hospital because her blood pressure was bottomed out and they couldn't get it to come back up. That was at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's see, what's today? Thursday. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning. And they sent her by ambulance to another big hospital that's close by, which is not really close by. It's about 2 hours away. But anyway, they sent her to Valdosta Hospital. That was at, say, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, they ended up putting her on the bench, and by 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, she passed away. Now, it was one of my daughter's best friends. So, needless to say, it's worrying me not only that she lost her best friend, but Mandy has the C word too. So, I'm just praying that her C word is not near as bad as what Heather had, because I don't know what I'm going to what I do if that took place. I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do but give it to God, right? Nothing you can do but give it to God. Because you can't change it. Because once God calls your number, you're there. It just happened so fast, you know. And she wasn't but 41 years old, y'all. 41 years old. That's young. That is real young. You know, we don't think about it as being young when we get older, but that is young. That is really young. 41 years old, and she's gone. Just that quick, she's gone. But I have a feeling that one of the reasons why it hit her so hard is she was an avid drinker, and she did not take care of herself. So her immune system was probably very, very low, and then she ended up with that, you know. I don't know, you know, either way, it was, God called her, it was her time. So, my daughter is all to pieces, and unfortunately, to an alcoholic, that's just an excuse to consume more alcohol. And it just breaks my heart, y'all, it does. It really and truly does. But, like I said, I can't do anything else about it. I've done all I could do. She's not listening to me. She just has to give it to God and be done with it, you know. And God's got her. God's got her. So I'm leaving it in God's hands, because He can handle it. I can't. You know. She's my oldest child. She's my only baby girl. Other than my daughter-in-law, and that's because my son married her. And she's a sweetheart when she's taking her medicine. When she takes her medicine, she's a love. She is very lovable kind of person. And would do anything in the world for you. And her and I have a really good relationship, which is fantastic. In fact, she went and bought some baby clothes for the new baby that's coming. She's due, I believe her due date's November 5th for the baby that she's carrying now. I'm so glad that it was not in December, because the other two kids that they have, their birthdays are the same date. Exactly the same date, 6 years apart. I didn't want that to happen again. Hey, Elaine. Hey, girl. Hey. If I miss anybody, I truly am sorry. Thank you, Petra. Thank you, sweet friend. I don't want to miss anybody's comments, but sometimes it just does happen. And I apologize. I apologize in advance. Hey, Unique Crafts. How you doing, beautiful? Hey, Berlin. How you doing, girl? How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? I hope you're doing better. Hope you're doing better. I've been praying for you. I have. But, y'all, I can say one thing. I really and truly am praying that this incident with her friend passing away so abruptly like she did is going to open my daughter's eyes. I'm really and truly, because I told her, I said, you know, that could have been you. It could have been you. You know, just that quick. She said, and it happened so fast, Mama. I said, I know. I said, but, you know, you just don't never know. And when you doing things and consuming alcohol day in and day out, it really and truly messes with your immune system big time. Big time. And that's what I'm trying to tell her. You know, that could have been you. Very easily could have been you. Thank God it wasn't. I mean, I feel bad for, oh, that's Tiggy. Hey, Tiggy. I couldn't remember. I knew your page name, but I couldn't remember your name. And then I realized that it was you. Hey, girl, hey. She's up later, y'all. She's up later. I think she's our caboose. Today. I think she is. So, that's why things have been kind of crazy around here with all that going on, and my grandson and schooling, and they finally decided that he's done He's going to start fresh next year, and he's going to get her done. But he's more than likely going to end up going through the GED programming and going that route rather than what he's doing now. Which will be okay, you know. As long as he gets his education, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Okay, let's try this. I'm doing good, Tiggy. I'm doing good. Other than the craziness in my life. But you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. But we all got craziness in our life, some way or the other, right? We all do. Okay. See where I had a couple of little runs. We'll just get those all gone. Like I said, we're going to make this look. And I think y'all are going to really like what I'm going to do with this. Hey, Michelle. Everything house and home. Hey, hey. No, that's who's last? Okay. Michelle's last. All right, my bad. I apologize. I didn't write down the lineup. And when they do it like they do it on this group and Heart and Shell collaboration, I can't, for some reason, my printer won't accept it. So I just don't, I tried to write it down, but I didn't today because I had to run to town last minute, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't late coming back, so that I'd be here on time, you know what I mean? Hey, Sue. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Get out of there. A little dust or something. Okay. So I didn't put a real big coat, a real heavy coat on this. I can still see the white shining through in some places, and that's okay. That is okay. Like I said, I do want to age this up extremely. Let's get these edges, these side bodies right here. Get these good and dry. And what I'm doing next, we do want to make sure that it's good and dry. We do. Hey, Jan Dury, how you doing, girlfriend? Michigan in the house. Michigan in the house. Woo woo. Anybody got any big plans this weekend? The frame of the walls and the roof frame is up. Now he's putting in the purlings, is what he called them. It's the little boards that go in between each 6-foot 2x4 to sturdy it up even more. He cut the hole for the door that's going in. But I told him that I didn't want him to do any of the roofing by himself. I don't want him up there by himself. I don't want him to fall and be by himself. So Evan, my son, and my grandson, and then his little buddy are all going to be here next weekend to help him out with that. So, and it's supposed to rain this weekend, so it's just as well. You know, he can work on the little stuff that he can do in the building that we already have. Because it is in addition to what we already have. Okay, now y'all can see, it's not bright white anymore. It's drop cloth is the color that we use by Dixie Belle. It's still wet right there, but that's okay. I'm not going to put any on that side. So let me show you what we're going to do now. Okay, I've got some Liquid Tex. It's modeling paste, y'all. And I got this from Amazon, and I know it's backwards, and I apologize, but if you are interested in getting in it, you could screenshot it and see what I got. Hey, Elaine Roberts, how you doing, beautiful? Hey, girl, hey. Oh, that's Wrestler. Wrestler, Elaine Wrestler. Hey girl, hey. So I'm going to take some of this modeling paste. Just going to take not a lot, so I'm not going to do a bunch of it on there. We're just going to take about that much, right? And I'm going to put it in my little cup here. Get it all on there. Cover that back up because it will dry out. You don't need to. Hey Susan, how you doing, beautiful? Set that over there. Give me a little more room on my table. And I'm going to use apple barrel burnt umber. Okay, it's just regular paint, and I'm just going to put this in with my modeling paste, and we're going to mix it together. It's just going to give it the color. That's all we want is a color, but I do want some texture on this. I might need to add a little bit more. It's too gray looking to me, and I want it a darker color. See as it's turning, but it's really it's not as dark as I'd like it to be, so we're going to add some more. And this is a very old bottle. It's even watered down. I didn't water it down, but it's so old that it's watered itself down. But I need to use it, but I don't like to paint with it because it's old. Hello? It's old. Okay. That's better. That's better. All right. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get back in there. Get back in there. Where do you think you're going? All right. Now, I'm going to have something here, and I'm going to have something to go across this way. Okay? I'm not going to show y'all yet. I'm not going to show y'all. Hey, Angela. Hey, Justin. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? And I am going to take my what is this called? It's like a putty knife, really. But I'm going to take some and just put some across the edges, right? I'm just going to make it look kind of old and decrepit. Old and decrepit. And if what I put on it covers it up, covers this section up, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I do want, and it's just going to give it texture, y'all. You know I like the texture. I do. And I'm just rubbing it across. Nothing fancy about it, just kind of rubbing it across. I want it to look, like I said, old and decrepit. So what y'all got planned this weekend? Anything? They're having our festival this year. I mean, this weekend. They always have it the Saturday before Mother's Day. Always. Hey, Denise. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing, girl? Okay. We're going to put some on this side. And I really want to put it right there because I had to put it back together because it was coming apart in certain areas. So I had to do some handiwork to it as well. I think the lady, she had it stored out in her building, and she was just cleaning out her building. She decided that she wanted to get rid of this too. I don't know what she had used it for, but like I said, she had painted it, but she painted it with spray paint, and obviously she didn't know how to spray paint. I'm just saying, because it had blotches in it and runs in it, and I was like, oh my goodness. She's new at the spray paint can, I believe. She was new at a spray paint can. Just saying. Okay. I'll put some down here on the sides. And it's just going to look like the paint is chipping away, but it's not really. just make it look old, right? So we got that side done. Can you see what we got going on there? So let's do this side. Get in this corner right here. And this is fun. If y'all have never done anything with, and you can use spackling. It does not have to be modeling paste. You can use spackling. It'll do the same thing. It won't get as hard. And when it does get hard, it may crumble. So you'll make sure, if you do use spackle doing anything like this, you will want to put a spray sealer on it to keep it from crumbling, okay? Hey, Glenda, how you doing? And Darlene, hey, how y'all doing? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Remember, up after me is Justin Grafton. So you won't want to miss him. He's always got something phenomenal going on. He's just where he comes up with his ideas. I would love to be a bug in his brain. Oh, sorry for the dog barking. Sorry for the dog barking, but it's live. We live. Yep, we have dogs. I got 2 bulldogs, and they're big babies. You know, and it really upsets me that people put such a bad rep on bulldogs. A dog's gonna be as how you raise it, you know? If you raise him mean, yep, he's gonna be mean. If you're mean to him, he's gonna be mean. You know, they don't go out, bulldogs don't just go out and try to hurt somebody just because. They have a reasoning behind it. You know, but there's been so many incidences with people getting hurt by bulldogs that they have a bad rep. But usually, those incidences are caused. If you're mean to a dog, it's going to end up being mean to you. You know, if you don't treat the dog right, then, you know, it's going to retaliate eventually. It's going to have enough, you know? And we're like that too, y'all. You know, we have a breaking point. We all do. Every one of us do. And the dogs are the same way. You know, they don't want to be treated unfairly. They don't want to be treated bad. But my dogs are big babies. Big babies. And so lovable. So lovable. Alright, I think we got that good enough. Let's just put some on the inside of these here. What's left on my knife here. Okay. I think that's good. So now let's dry her up. Put that in there. Put that in the water. He's so sweet. Oh, yeah, mine are big babies. In fact, Deacon, the one that you just heard barking, if you stomp your foot real hard, he'd run the other way. He's that much of a baby. He is. He's just, I mean, a big baby. And since my grandson has moved in here, he has become his dog. And that youngin' can't do nothing without that dog right beside him. Every move he makes, Deacon's right on his heels. Right on his heels. We're just drying it up, make sure that it's on there good. And it don't take long for it to dry, because we're not using a lot, y'all. And when you dry it, it gets darker. It does get darker. Now, I may go back and sand some of this off, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Hey, Kathy, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? I'm going to have to go back and watch, rewatch you. I only got the very beginning of that, and then I had to run to town to bring my stuff to the booth. And her and I kind of butt heads a little bit, the lady that has the place. When I started with the booth, I was only being charged like $25 for my stuff to be there. Well, I've been there a little over a year. She brought in other clients. And all of a sudden, she went up on me for $45 and didn't tell me. I was like, no, I'm not paying that. I'll take my stuff out. I love how y'all talk to everybody. Everybody talks to everybody. So supportive. I love it. Get this good and dry. Sorry about the noise, y'all. I have one of those little Ranger heated tools. I went through 3 of them. And they last only about 6 or 7 months, and then they die on me. And those jokers wasn't cheap. And I was like, I can't keep spending money like that on a heat tool that's not. Now this big yellow one that I got, I've had it since I originally started crafting. And I've never had a problem with it. That little heated Ranger, there's something about it that they've done, and they made it, that they just don't last. And it was, you know, those little, they're good because they're quiet and they get hot, but they're pricey, and I can't afford to keep paying out for something that's not going to last. You know what I mean? Well, you know what I'm saying? I know you feel me on that. It's hard to spend money on something that's not going to last you. And it's not the people that sold it to me, it's the people that made them. I think it's all pretty well dry. I'm just going over it just to make sure. I want to make sure. Denise, Kathy was on first. Kathy was on first. Kathy was on first. Something come up with our original first person. So I think they switched it around and Kathy took that spot. I think they did. And get this spot here has got quite a bit on it. And make sure it's good and dry. We've got a cold spot on it. Yep, we started at 2. I think we go till 8. I think. I'll be watching. When I get done here, I'm gonna cook supper, and I'll be watching. My husband came in yesterday from work, and I had crafting on, and he said, "Who are you talking to?" I said, "It's a crafter. I'm not talking to him. They're crafting." I had to go get my earbuds so he couldn't hear it. You know, because he's a TV buff. He loves the TV. He comes in the house, and that's the first thing that happens. The TV comes on. Okay. So this is the top. This is what we got so far. Okay. So now we are going to get this stuff off my fingers. Get it off my fingers. I don't want to get it on this. Okay, now we have this little wreath right here, okay? And we are going to decorate it. Let me show you what we're going to do. Set that right there and let that finish curing, because it's still got some spots that are still wet. Okay, now, there's my top. Okay. All right. Now, oh my goodness. I've got some red, white, and blue. Yes, we're doing patriotic. Hey, Jennifer. Welcome, welcome. We're doing patriotic. Okay, we are going to dress up this wreath with some red, white, and blue. So let me grab my little tips here, my snips here, and get to, I'm going to lay them down. We're gonna lay them down. I think I cut that one too long. Yeah. Don't need it that long. Yes, happy Nurses Week. Anybody that's in the health profession, happy Nurses Week. And all these florals came from the DT. They came from the DT. Okay? I don't like to spend money on florals. Not big money anyway. So we're going to pull them down, kind of cover that up. And I'm going to use 2 right there because I don't want to be able to see. I think I'm going to use another rose on that side too. Right here. I haven't glued these in yet. I'm just sticking them in there. So what do you think about that? Does that look good? Because I do want to do a bow. So I don't know if I want to continue around and do the bow up underneath it. Things that make you say, But you know what, y'all? I think we want to do it this way because I'll show you what I'm talking about and why I'm doing it like this. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. I'm keeping it a secret. I'm sure you did too. I did too. I had to run to town and take care of some business. So I'm just putting a little hot glue on it. I'm going to slide that in just like so. And then I'm going to take this one and do the same thing. All right, glue strings, get around now. Okay, put the red, and we're gonna go white. I think I want to open it up like that. And this wreath is also thrifted. I think I got it from the Goodwill, and it had all kinds of stuff on it, and I just snatched it off. Trimmed it back the way I wanted it, you know, all the things. And got it completely cleared off. So the wreath is also thrifted, as well as the window. As well as the window. I think we're going to do one more set. One more set. Let's see. You're an obstetrician. Well, you're still in the, your eyes are part of your health, so that kind of counts, right? Your eyes kind of count. I know I like mine. I like mine. It's important to have good vision. And if you don't have good vision, it's important to have glasses, so you do, right? You're in a nurse in some sorts, and some just in a different form. Well, poop. I put that in the wrong spot, y'all. I still need to put my red back in there. Dang nabbit. Hey, Carol, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And again, up after me is Justin Crafton. Justin Crafton. One One more. Well, my husband's in because the TV's on. I heard it. I heard it. I hear the TV. He likes his TV. I don't watch much TV, especially since I've started crafting on lives. I watch crafters. That's what I watch, is crafting. That's what I watch. Okay. Yep. You was a CNA at the nursing home? Those are the dirty jobs. Yeah. The CNAs are, that's where yeah. The nurses and RNs and all them would be lost without the CNAs. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, I'm gonna stick those right there. So this is what we got so far. Okay. Now, let's get to the real deal here. Let's get to the real deal. I'm going to set that right there. So I am going to use, this was originally a flag that you hung on a flagpole, right? Well, after a while, they start getting weathered and torn and all the things. And it started tearing. It's still torn. Well, the lady at my booth, she had several of them. She said, do you want these? She said, I don't want to throw them away. She said, and I ain't got time to burn them. And I'm like, well, yeah, I can take them. I said, you know, they're already torn apart, so I won't feel bad about tearing them apart. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is like a canvas almost. It's not the silky ones. It's a real, it's like a canvas. It's almost like drop cloth. But we're going to use this with our window. Okay? So let me show you what I got in mind here. Let me show you what I got in mind. I am going to take this and just kind of fold it up like so. Okay. And we are going to, pull it back through this way, right? And we got strings. It's okay. Then we're going to pull it back through here. And we're going to rearrange it and get it just like I want it. And I'm going to pull it down. Well, I need to be able to move it. Finagle it. Okay. I'm going to pull this up. We don't need quite so much of the stars. There we go. I'm going to pull that down. Go back down through here. And then back out to here. Okay. Y'all follow me how I'm going with it? Y'all see that? And then I'm going to pull this to here. And we're going to cut it off. Okay? So y'all don't come at me because I'm having to cut it up. But we have to do what we have to do, right? But it was an old flag that was already tore up. And she was going to get rid of it. So I was like, well, yeah, I'll take it. No problem. No problemo. I can do it. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my stapler here. And we're going to fold over the cloth, stapler down. That way we don't have to worry about it coming back off, right? So even if it is where it's in hot weather, it won't unglue, right? Because it's going to be stapled. Now, let me see what we got here. Okay, I want to see a little more red. There we go. So, kind of like that. Y'all see that? Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, thank you. I've seen these done on Pinterest, and I have been wanting to do this for quite some time, y'all. For quite some time. But I never got a hold of a flag, and then when I got the flag, because I didn't want to use a new one, you know, I just didn't. When I got a hold of the flag, then I had to find me a window, and I have a window, but it wasn't, for one, it was really big. It's really, really big, and it still has the glass in it. Well, I didn't want to take the glass out of it and get rid of the glass, right? Hey, Deborah, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you, Justin. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Because you come up with some amazing things. I would love to have your creative mind. Just saying. Now, I did put this in some coffee. So I garnished it up with some coffee. I did that this morning. Because I already knew what I wanted to do. And everything I'm using here, the flag, the wreath, the window, the only thing that's new is going to be the flowers, okay? I'm going to take this and staple here. Okay, now, all right. I think I'm wanting that to hang down. I'm not sure. About it. I'm not. So I haven't decided about this tail yet, if I want to take it off or leave it on there. I'll probably leave it on there and just work it around to how I want it, because I want to be able to see this, both of the stripes. If I can get all these strings off of here, we'll be doing good. Okay. So let's take that. Let's staple a couple more spots. Okay. I think we're done with the staple. Now, we are going to, we've got about 10 more minutes. Now we're going to take our wreath and we're going to put it right there. Right there. And I've got, where'd it go? There it is. I've got a little hook, one of those little cup hooks. And I went ahead and started me a hole. So we're going to put that right there. That way you can take the wreath off and change it up if you want to. You don't have to. Or if you want to store it and only use it for, you know, say Labor Day, Memorial Day, or July 4th, then you can store it and you won't have no problem taking it off to store it. Okay? All right. Now, so this is what I got, y'all. What do y'all think about that? Now, I was thinking about putting a bow on it. Do y'all think it needs the bow or no? Y'all tell me. Does it need the bow? Hey, Robin. How you doing? Okay, Petra. Okay. Oops. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Petra. Thank you, Justin and Jan. Thank you. So do y'all think it needs the bow? I can go ahead and make a bow, and then we can see if we need the bow or not. And I'm just going to put that right there. If it'll stay. Stay. Don't move. Don't move. Okay, let's make a bow. Let's get this out of here. I can use the other side, so we're not going to throw it away. Thank you, Tina. Elizabeth says no bow. Okay, well, let's, like I said, let's go ahead and make one, and then we'll decide if we need it or not. Because I got, some fabric and some ribbon here. that's also been coffee grunged. Coffee grunged, coffee grunged. It smells like coffee. It smells so good. Smells like coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. I like my coffee. Nara says no. Crafting in the corner with Deb. Hey girl, hey. Lady T says love it. Well, let's just see. Let's just see, okay? Let's just see. Now this one is really, really long, so we're gonna need to. And this is muslin that I coffee grunged, y'all. I coffee grunged it. It smells yummy. I love coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. Who here is a coffee drinker? Who likes coffee? Got strings going on. I'll get them up. I'll get them up. Okay. Get that right there. And that one's, that's all right. You'd hang it on your front door? Lady T, well, thank you. That means a lot, girlfriend. It does, it does. I like to make things that y'all like. I do. Because then I know, you know, when I take it to a booth, somebody else is going to say, ooh, I like that, you know? Because I believe in what y'all say. When y'all say something looks good, I take it at heart. I do. I take it at heart. Okay, so we're going to cut that off because we don't need all that. I bought the church we have for Mother's Day. We give all the ladies, all the mothers, whether they're a dog mom or if you're a mama, you play a mama role, you get a Mother's Day gift at church. Okay, now I also got these. It's got little stars on it. Got little stars on it. So we're going, and it's just fabric. And I believe I got the fabric from the Hobby Lobby because, needless to say, you can't find, unless you get the pre-cut fat quarters or a yard or 2 yards from Walmart. That's the only way you're going to get any from Walmart anymore because they've done away with all the fabric and all that. All they got is the pre-cut stuff. So, so I got this from the Hobby Lobby. From the Hobby Lobby. Get it twisted. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Tina. Yes, I love Americana. I could do Americana all year long, even Christmas. I really could. It's just one of my faves. One of my faves. And I love my country. So, there's that. You know, because I've lived in other countries. And there's nothing like the United States. If you've never been to another country, my first husband was military. Okay, now I've got these red and white stripes. This was ribbon, Christmas ribbon, and all I did was cut both sides where they put the sides on it and tore it down, where they put the wire in it and just tore it down. That's all I did. And I also coffee stained it. But I've lived in Portugal, and I'm also half Canadian. So I know what it's like to be in different countries and dealing with other things. In fact, we lived in Portugal, the Azores. We were there. My husband was stationed there. My first husband, Mandy's father. I think I'm not going to do anything else on that. Anyway, he... when he was stationed there, we literally And you know, the transformers are out there on the light pole that we take for granted. We had mini ones inside the house. And when you blew a fuse, and you couldn't run, say, electric fry pan and your coffee pot at the same time, because it will blow a fuse every time. Every time. And it got where, and then you had to rewire your own fuse. I was like, I just want to go back to the States. I do. Okay, we got 2 minutes left, so let me go ahead and pull a name real quick. And I'm going to get it over here off my iPad. Whoops. Off my iPad. Okay. And our first name is Nara Carlos. That's our name we'll pull for Miss Petra. Miss Petra, you got that? Nara Carlos. Or Kathy, or one of y'all. Okay. I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use one more right here. Because I do want the stripes to stand out. I do want the stripes to stand out. But again, up after me is Justin Crafton. So y'all want to make sure that you're in the group. And you won't want to miss him. You won't want to miss it. I promise. You won't. Because he is extraordinary with everything that he does. He's just that kind of crafter. He's just that kind of crafter. But I want to thank Kathy and Miss Petra for having me. I appreciate y'all so very much. I love y'all. Good. And I would love to be able to do it again. I would love to be able to do it again with y'all. Y'all just let me know. Y'all just let me know. Okay. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use this bow or not. I'm not sure. But I wanted to make one because I thought I wanted one on there. But we'll have to see. They're putting your name in on a wheel to win Happy Mail. They'll be putting names on every crafter. Will pull a name and it'll go into the on a wheel, and they will pull a name at the end of the event. Okay, so there's our little bow. My time is up, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. Make sure you go see Mr. Justin. He'll have something fantastic, and I'll get a picture of this with the bow and without the bow, and then y'all can tell me from there. Remember, you're never alone, because God loves you, and I love you too, and thank you again for being here. Bye for now. Oh.